Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is half beverage and half food. That is a strawberry flavoured protein drink. Very filling indeed, surprisingly. So welcome back to the game. Previously, we changed gears and upped the pace a little bit and built a fair bit. We got in no particular order a visitation, a infirmary. We put in the basics in the yard. We've got solitary, we've got common rooms, cleaning cupboards, laundries, put in a lot of these fire pits and as well as the entranceway bits and all sorts of stuff, as well as the last cell block C on this area, so we've still got that to times by 1, 2, 3 more, but yeah, we are getting there. So this episode, we're getting prisoners specifically in 19 seconds in game, so let's go ahead and just, well, I've got it paused, and what we're going to do is just change up all of the workings here. We just need to alter this a little bit. So we're going to have an hour of free time. We're then going to have eat/lock up. No, maybe just eat would be fine. Followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 work/free time. Actually, no, there's no point in showers there. Then we'll have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. A couple of hours, and maybe an hour of free time. Or do you want to go 2 hours of free time? Don't know if you want 2 hours of free time or not. Certainly we're going to have work/lockup in the middle here. So work/free, work lockup, work/free, and then at the end we're going to have our typical sort of eat time afterwards, then another couple of hours of free time. So that's fine. In terms of let's double check the policy. Everything's default. You can see all the ragtag uniforms there. So it's various for this thing. If I just go to recommended, medium quantity and medium variety we're going to change for this one. Parole cut-off is fine. Continuous planting, don't need to worry about any of the farming stuff. Nor for visitation policy. We're not going to use cell quality ratings. Prioritise monitoring, yes, that's fine. Equip stun battens. We don't have stun battens, and I'm going to turn it off because that doesn't really fit the theme of what we're going for here. And I think that is about it. Programs-wise, we have fire safety training and a first aid training. We definitely want both of those, but we just can't afford it yet. Sorry, my mistake. We can afford it. We just can't do it because we don't have the rooms, because we need a training room. Programs-wise, it says nobody's interested. Of course they're not going to be. But we are going to go for the tropical fever vaccine. So a continuous treatment course designed to combat the notorious tropical fever, common in jungles and tropical climates. Prisoners will gain resistance to the ailment for 21 days and will come back again once the period is over to stay safe. So I will start that program and unpause it, and I guess we will see the first prisoners. And I'm just going to double check deployment. All of this is staff only, which is fine. These are fine. That's all correct. Patrol-wise, we've got our dog patrolling around there. We do have a patrol here, but we actually don't want it set there, and nor do I really want a magenta patrol around that area. Instead, what we'll do is have this as a patrol, and then we'll have an armed guard in there. Sorry, armed guard? Yeah, if you want armed guard anywhere, it's going to be in this area. Now, that one does have obviously negatives, but it is what it is. I should point out as well, here's our first prisoners on a very modernish looking bus for what we've got here. I mean, I didn't expect like a... Oh, why is the chief calling? Considering equip some of your mischievous prisoners with tracking belts. No, we're not doing that. Yes, we have got all of these. I didn't expect the buses to be changed or like turn up in some sort of broken down vehicle, but it is what it is. So we can see all of the prisoners here with dirty uniforms on. I shall double check intelligence and informants. We have Stokel, Foodie. We've got ex-law enforcement straight away. So one of the things that we don't have is a protective custody area, nor did we plan one in this build. It was never discussed and never something I was going to do. So the only thing we can work at really at this stage is permanent lockup in here, which is, I mean, that sounds really, I mean, it sounds really bad. It is really bad. It is really bad to have that in here. So, I mean, we're just going to have to... 2 ex-law enforcements. Wow. Okay, and there's a couple of unknowns, so those could be snitches as well. But anyway, there's our intake. We have people, and they're being escorted. So, yeah, while they're doing that, what are we going to do? I mean, it's that, isn't it? It's that, isn't it? That's a lot of prisoners. Whoops, I've clicked the button. Right, there, so we're doubling the amount of prisoners. So, here's people getting searched. Get out here. Everyone's getting searched. They'll be equipped with some new uniforms. Actually, we want a recycle bin in there. I don't think we need them in here, but I do want to put a recycle bin in there and a wheelie bin. Get those around in there. So that's, yeah, people getting searched. Let's just speed it up while we crack on with all of that. So we are at this stage accepting that we don't have protective custody. We don't have it. And we're taking a fairly harsh line on this one. We're notably not going to do it. We're not going to build it, at least in this version here. The idea of this, the theme of the prison is that it's out in the jungle. It's a harsh environment, and it's probably a harsh system. In fact, let's lean into it even further. Policy. We're gonna put to serious injury. You're gonna go to max sec. Murder goes to max. You get searched for anything you do here. Anything you do, you and your cell get searched. Luxuries. Lockdown. 2 hours. Luxuries is not luxuries that you buy from the in-game shop. And what we'll do is we're going to up every single one of these punishments. We're doubling it. It says 4 hours we go to 8. 2 hours goes to 4. 6 hours to 12. I don't think these are 12. And we've just put luxuries on. There you go. Okay. I'm going to do something. And it is... No, sorry. I was going to do crackdown on drugs and then inmate nutritional research. But there's no point because I'd have to cancel one of these. I was gonna cancel that. But let's not do it. Because we're going to be doing one of those anyway. So the workers are cracking on. That was a very valuable pop-up there as well, I see. It did pop up and say, we're at a bit of a risk if things go awry. And yes, we are I totally agree with the game. It is an oversight on my part. So let's try and rectify that by putting in some fire sprinklers. So fire sprinklers in there, like so. We don't have training that we can do yet. But let's actually check out then... We're going to have this, obviously, it's a harsh facility. It's a harsh environment with a harsh facility. But we still want to look after the prisoners in terms of if there's reform demand there. We're still going to try and settle that. So, people want to work in the kitchen. That makes sense that we allow them to work in the kitchen. That will mean metal detectors, though. I think, yeah, we do place metal detectors in and allow them to work in the kitchen. Deployment. Shared. There we go. So, we can do that. We've got carpentry apprenticeship, foundation education. We've got pharmacological treatment of drug addiction, flower therapy, animal therapy, conflict resolution, 3 strikes. A lot of this we can't do. We just don't have the rooms for it. We don't have meeting rooms. Oh, we can do 3 strikes program. But in order to do that, you must have 3 strikes training first. Which is a classroom. And then 3 strikes is a common. Okay. Or have the customer service experience, which we may have. Some people may have that. Okay, that's fine. And that'll be about right. Guard taser. It does feel like we should probably run that. But we don't have a classroom or a meeting room. Or a training room, should I say. No, we don't. We don't. Alright. Oh, we've already got a bit of a kick-off. Let me guess. Oh. Shocked, I tell you. Colour me surprised. It's ex-law enforcement in a fight. And I don't really need to do anything. You know what? Free fire, all sectors. That's our policy now. Guard tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And realistically, we're probably going to put them in here as well. Yep, they're going in. Now, when we expand, obviously these walkways will be a bit different. But yeah, there's our guard towers. Bit of a downside of doing that, because doing it like we have there is going to mean the guards are going to stand at any one that they think is logical, which means they could stand here or here instead of where we actually need them, which is around this area. There's a solution for that. It's buy loads of snipers. I don't know if we're going to do that though. As long as we have a couple of snipers, because the range of our snipers is massively increased by our warden. Okay, let's have a quick look at these informants here. So both these guys are in solitary. Why is this guy, Andrew Wyatt, prison number 17976021, sentenced for 11 years for trafficking, ex-law enforcement and unknown, attacked prisoner and found weapons? I mean, obviously I'll be on the side of our staff. If they say that person's been attacking someone, fair enough. That's what the guards have told us. That's what the report says. We just stamp it. We don't question it. However, more likely, he'll have been, defending against his attackers. Look at that there as well. Tropical fever, temporary immunity. It's counting down. 2, 1, and then it goes up to 5 minutes. Is it that? Is it the fire pit that's doing that? I don't know. The fun is in finding out. I like these lights. They're good. They're nice. Okay. Water. Water. And plug them in. Getting those in. This is getting built. We're doing okay. I'm just a bit concerned that this isn't completed. Whoa. Now it's completed. Now they're buying stuff. Alright. We are down to 11 grand though. And our daily cash flow is poor. It's not a problem. We can take loans out. Grants. We can take loans out. We're about to finish the cell block B anyway, which is raised prisoner capacity to 50. Naturally, that'll also mean that we're going to get more prisoners in here anyway, some more money. There's all of our guard towers. We could make lots of money if we added a death row in the prison. Mate, there's tropical diseases and snipers and armed guards and free fire turned on as a standard rule and no protection. I mean, it's deadly enough. Oh, and the barbed wire. I mean, you get over that, you're not going to survive long. Lots of sharp things, followed by loads of rusty things. Tetanus. Right, just adding in, taking a zoomed out look there. Just adding in those guard towers. Just make this thing, it just upped the oppression value of this thing by, well, tenfold. It just looks really harsh now with all of these towers. I mean, nobody's manning them. There's no one staffing them. But still. This is absolutely chock-a-block full, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Completely full. Just get rid of planning on these. Yeah, that's the second time it's told me about the death row. Thank you. I'm aware. So I mean, check prisoners' needs out then. We got bladder and sleep needs. Most that'll be probably from the people in lockdown here. Got people working out. People hanging around. Cleaning cupboard, common room. It all seems to be working. I was going to say there's the gardener. The gardener probably has the biggest job going here. Very big job. Oh, there we go. Our prisoner capacity is increasing. This is good. This is good. So, need to check staff needs. There is a need for recreation. Understood. Understood. Let's sort that out then. So, objects, staff room, and a water cooler would be good. Just put one in there. That's not entertainment, I'm aware, but put a radio in maybe. Can we put TVs? Oh, we got arcade cabinets. Let's put in arcade cabinets right across here. And is it recommending a TV? It really isn't. Oh, a large TV. No, it's just radios. Bookcases. Snack machines, maybe. Put a water cooler up there. Sorry, a water cooler further down. Like that. Alright, that should be sufficient. Oh, actually, wait. Fan. In this environment, I'm guessing staff are really wanting fans. Improves a canteen's grade in a dormitory. Yeah, putting a fan in there. No, I'm not convinced it's going to do much, quite honestly. Okay, ooh, grant completion. That's good. And I'm guessing that is then, hang on, grants. Cell block B, that would have been. Okay, crackdown on drugs, find 10 illegal narcotics. Shakedown. Let's see what sort of facility we have. And I'm worried about stuff being thrown in. I really am. So far, it's been nicked. Yep, thrown in. Thought that was going to happen. Darn it, we do have a big weak spot then. So, a lot of this has been nicked. That's understandable. But if we check out, say, the cell phone, it's been thrown in there. The reason for that is there's not a distance of 10 from here to here. Alright, okay. I knew that was going to be the case, or I thought it was going to be the case, because of this wall and because of this water. There's not much I can do about it. Actually, I think technically there is. I could fill it in. We could fill it in, couldn't we? Don't want to fill the water in. We're still going to have the same problem there. No, I think we're going to keep it. Unless it becomes a huge problem, we're going to keep it. Just for theme, just for challenge, just for when we expand, we can always sort of deal with other things there. Alright, danger level is flying up, and one would expect that. We've got people shouting about... Well, shouting about shouting, actually. I don't see... maybe I should lock that open like I said I was originally going to. Oh, and also, yeah. Oh, those are already locked open. That is fine then. Alright, so just waiting for them to crack on finishing this one. We're still going to have more prisoners arrive. They have arrived. It's just taking a while for all this to work. Our bank balance is really good. Okay, staff. Snipers. How much is each one? Each one is quite a bit of money. And even getting 2 of those will put us in negatives. Oh, and also... Oh, the symbol we didn't want to see. That is bad. According to some of our guards, a new radio host in the station the prisoners have been listening to has been rounding the inmates up. The only radios we have are in here, and I don't really need to worry about that one. Oh, look at that. The gardener is on Prison Architect Defense, the game, the arcade machine, the lunchbox, the merchandise, whatever. Cool. It's in. Let's have a quick look. Informants, ex-prison guard. Ex-prison guard, hey? can select them. Tim Keevil. Sentenced... Well, sorry, my mistake. Keevil. Prisoner number 18026753. Sentenced for 6 years for multiple crimes, including assaulting an officer and assault. So double assault, but one's a bit more specific. Got ya. Ex-prison guard. The prisoner was once a police officer or some other law enforcement profession. Their life may be in danger. Yep. That's true. Oh. Oh dear. Tropical fever, early stage. Right, they've just been dropped off and it's tropical fever time. Well, I guess we're going to have to keep an eye on that one then, aren't we? I'm just going to put some fire pits around here. Don't know if that's... yeah, it's closing the stable door once the horse is bolted type of arrangement. Although there's nothing I could have done about that. There's just one mosquito just buzzing around this bus. And then getting on the other bus. Yeah. Right, well, that's happened. I think we'll leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Oh, good. We have a sniper overlooking this. That's fine. So that's been a bit of Prison Architect. Overall, happy with progress. We could do a tool cleanup. Remove the supply of stolen tools and weapons. We need to do inmate nutritional research. We need to do some more building. Next episode, though, the plan is to finish off these cell blocks. That means setting up the patrols, the electricity, and all of that. You get the idea. Just sort it out, wire it up. And then I'm definitely going to clone this. I want definitely the double number of medical beds, and I want a bit more visitation. So that'll be done. But overall, happy with the progress. And obviously, our main focus will be to, check out and see what we need to do when it comes to all of these guys here. Tropical fever early stage. We'll keep an eye on that, and it should be a bit of a learning game. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.